I remember my sponsor at the time, Iron Rebel, was out, and we're doing a video in my gym, and a little pressure to perform well.
Yeah.
And my knee was a little tender, and my knee was messed up, and I knew it was messed up.
Oh,
and
man.
in hindsight, I definitely shouldn't have squatted heavy that day.
Yeah.
But being the crew there and everything, and the camera crew,
So
I
they
was
were
like,
just filming with you.
they was filming. No one was
Okay.
pressuring me. I was just myself.
Of
Like
course,
I need to do this. I
yeah.
want to do this. And there was a time where we were warming up, and I think I hit like 855 without wraps, and which was typical for me before I got into wraps.
Okay.
And I remember stepping outside with my wife real quick. I was like, "Damn, my knee feels weird."
Yeah.
She's like, "Don't do this. You don't need to do this."
Yeah.
I was like, "No." I was like, "I can do it." I was like, "It's only my top squat for that day was going to be 925, and this was like 12 or 14 weeks out from the actual meet.
Okay.
So I had tons of time to peak my strength and get my central nervous system adapted for it. I was like, no, I can do it. I can do it. So went up to 925, threw the wraps on, and coming down, and right when I hit the hole to fire up, pop, 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 3 pops in my knee. And cool, my knee carved in. No. I didn't know what it was, and I still fired up, still stood up with it, and then I knew I was in trouble.
Yep.
And I got in the rack. I was like, oh, like now the pain hit. I was like,
Just
oh.
comes.
And my wife pulled the knee wrap off, and I felt some weirdness going on. And what it was my quad completely separated, and my patellar tendon snapped. So my quad muscle had all rolled up into my hip.
But
so
you finished the squat.
Finished the squat and got it in the rack.
That's something.
Yeah,
bro.
like I always joke that it's got to be a world record pistol squat.
It's ridiculous.
925 with one knee. But
Because that was right out of the hole. You felt that.
right in the bottom is where it snapped. You can see it in the video. And funny enough, Eddie Hall actually was doing like his video reviews on like squat injuries.
Okay,
And
yeah.
mine was on
Popped
one of
up
those.
there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
mine was on one of those.
Damn,
So yeah,
man.
right when it hit the hole, the knee came in and stood up with it. And how it is when you're in that competitive state of mind. With the knee wraps off, I'm looking at me, and I know it's my kneecap's over a bit.
Something,
There's my 32-inch leg was now a 24-inch leg. Like something was off, And
Your heart just kind of sinks.
yeah, and when you're in the moment and when you're at the top, it's like you're only as good as your last meet, and it's like you got to just keep stacking. You can't see the
Absolutely.
future or anything.
Yeah.
So as competitive as I was thinking, I was like, I didn't know the extent of it yet. I just kind of thought I tweaked something. I didn't really know that I tore things. Like
Sure.
So I'm like, okay, well we got 10 weeks or so, or 12 weeks or so. I'll be ready for this meet. I'll be fine.
Oh,
and
man.
then I was training with my buddy Derek White at the time. He's an amputee. So he had crutches there. He's like, here, use my crutches to get to your truck. So
Yeah.
I crutched to my truck. I get home. This was on a Friday. Can't see the specialist till Monday.
Yeah.
So all weekend, I'm like, I can't walk at all. I'm just sitting in a chair all day. I can't
Just
put any
can't
pressure
move,
on my
I bet.
leg. Yeah, I couldn't move it at all. Swelling up. I was 360 pounds at the time.
Man.
So it was just, it was all bad. And
Yeah.
I went and saw the specialist on Monday, and I'm in there, and I'm like, I don't know what's up, doc. I don't know what's wrong with my leg. I came in on crutches and everything like that. And he's like, move your leg forward for me. So I'm standing up with all my weight on my left leg, and I kind of use my hip to swing it. He's like, no. Holds my hips. He's like, move your leg forward. I was like, oh, shit, I can't. He's like, yeah, your quad is completely detached.
Holy
I was like,
cow,
oh,
man.
Okay. I'm like, what does this mean? And like, did I have to have surgery? He's like, oh, dude, if you ever want to walk again.
You got.
So I'm like, wait, what?
That's a
Like
different-
walk again? Like
Yeah.
And then I'm like, am I going to be able to lift? Like he's like, yeah, you'll be fine. It's going to be a year. He's like, just get in your head. It's going to be a year.
Wow.
So I had to like swallow that pill. I was like, whoa, okay, I'm out for a year.
Yeah.
This is going to be tough. So I had knee surgery, had it repaired, and I was still super motivated, super focused. Like I'm going to do everything I can to get this recovery done and get back into it. He said a year. I'm going to do it in 6 months. Like, you know what I mean? Like just kind of that
100%
mindset.
competitive.
Yeah,
athlete
you've dealt with
mindset.
injuries, you know how it is. And then about 4 or 5 months after the knee surgery, and like, mind you, I'm barely, doing body weight squats to depth and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I'm still real swollen and tender, you know what I mean? Still very weird.
Yeah.
I had just opened up my second gym, which is a big gym over by the airport down this way. And so I was like, my wife's back to work. I'm going to my gym. And I was riding my Harley to work, and I got T-boned at 50 miles an hour.
Oh.
And broke my back, broke my pelvis, cracked my elbow,
Holy cow,
tore all
man.
the ligaments in my left leg socket. So now
So this is as the recovery's
this is
happening.
5 months after the surgery, 4 or 5 months after the surgery.
Crap.
So, that happens. And, as I'm kind of recovering from that, now I'm back on the couch, peeing in bottles all day. So,
Yeah.
like I can't get up to go to the bathroom. My wife's got to work. And I was like, man, it kind of hit me. I was like, I don't know if I can do this anymore, and
Right.
at least not at a high level.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you understand this. Once you've kind of been to the top, you can't really do it anywhere else.
No, no.
You gotta go back to that top spot.
You have to.
If you enjoyed that clip, you can watch the full episode right here. And to watch another clip, click right here.